Are your hands a bit tiny? Well, that shouldn't be an excuse for you not to be able to wield a gun properly. But of course, it's something that you need to figure out because the right fit enhances your control and accuracy down the range or wherever you need to use the gun. Fortunately, you actually have tons of choices for firearms that are tailored fit for operators with small arms. However, I am just going to show you the best ones. Hey, this is your boy Ted from Line45, and today I'll be introducing some of the best choices for handguns specifically designed for users with small hands. But first, let me do this quick plug. Hit the like and subscribe button, all those buttons you can see below. I know it feels like a hassle, but those simple clicks mean a lot for my channel. Now, let's get back to the good stuff. Taurus GX4. The Taurus GX4 is perhaps overlooked by many despite it having all the prerequisites of a reliable and ergonomic self-defense firearm. This is among the Taurus pistols that didn't flop and retains a great pound-per-pound value due to its innovative features. I know that the GX4 wasn't exclusively designed for those whose hands are small, but because of its well-designed ergonomics, slim profile, and compact architecture, people who have limited grip will enjoy using it nonetheless. Similar to other guns here, its grip circumference is small, which should be obvious already, given that the GX4 is only an inch wide. Another reason why the gun is a great option for users with small hands is its reduced slide length. This means that you, the user, must exert less force to rack the slide. Somehow your hands can actually impact your grip strength, so it's nice that the GX4 has a shorter slide. This lets you clear malfunctions and chamber rounds as quickly and efficiently as possible. This polymer pistol holds 11+1 rounds of 9mm and features a polymer grip with interchangeable backstraps. So it's not really just for people with small hands, but also for anyone who wants to try using this gun as their concealed carry firearm. By all means, its trigger has a surprising quality. Aside from being easy to reach, it isn't spongy at all. It's crisp, clean, and downright tactile, and that should also help you to have better control over this Taurus pistol. CZ P09. You may not think that full-size pistols aren't ergonomically tailored for small hands. While this sentiment has some truth on it, in reality, there are still a dozen of duty guns right now that can be held by a petite grip. One of them is the CZ P09. Right from the get-go, I can wholeheartedly recommend the P09 for this particular demographic because it has a slim grip profile and is convincingly modular. Its polymer frame sports a narrow grip circumference, much narrower than that of other full-size guns of its class. It benefits young and female shooters, as well as those with restrictions in grip strength due to injuries or physical disabilities. Even if you look at the pistol, it's quite clear that its trigger reach is pretty short. It's something that you can take advantage of, as it should aid your finger to stay on the trigger with little to no adjustments at all. And as I mentioned, the P09 is a customizable pistol. Proof of that is its interchangeable backstrap, so overall, I think the P09 is among those few full-size pistols that offer a one-size-fits-all quality. It's pretty neat, in my opinion. The P09 also promotes a natural grip angle, so fresh from the box, it's easy to match my line of sight with its sights. I hadn't adjusted my hand or wrist position when I first used my P09. It's such a terrific pistol, and with its 19-round capacity, it's easily one of the most effective full-size guns you can get today. Sig Sauer P365. The Sig P365 requires no introduction anymore. It's the one that popularized high-capacity micro-compact pistols for self-defense. With its design alone, it's also easy to see why it's a must-have if you have a pair of teeny-weeny hands. The gun itself is designed to be compact and slim. It's only an inch wide, and with a small grip circumference, this gun will give you a full grip without having to adjust your hands when reaching for the trigger and controls. Speaking of, the P365 has a short trigger reach, so yeah, even small-handed users will be able to operate it properly. Plus, it also really helps that the P365 comes with interchangeable grip modules, so it doesn't just actually cater to a particular hand size. Even if you have a burly grip, the P365 remains a viable choice for an everyday carry pistol. Its grip is also sufficiently textured, which is something that I personally love about this handgun. It's aggressive enough to keep your palms attached to the grip, which in turn lets you tame its recoil efficiently, even in high-stress situations, such as when your hands are bloody. Despite its small size, The P365 offers a 10+1 capacity in its flush-fit mags, but you can also get extended mags that give 2 to 5 extra shots of 9mm. Racking its slide is a breeze, and as mentioned, the controls are intuitively positioned so that you don't have any problems reaching them, even by muscle memory. Walther PDP-F. The Walther PDP-F is a compact 15-round pistol, specifically designed to cater to the small-handed demographic. The F on its name doesn't stand for full size, though. Instead, it stands for female, as Walther even mentioned that this gun was inherently meant for women who work in law enforcement agencies or those who simply want an effective concealed carry gun. Basically, this striker-fired pistol has inherited all the best qualities of the OG PDP, but this time, its grip circumference and length of trigger pull are both reduced. It lets you engage its trigger without having to mess up your control. According to those who use the PDPF as their primary self-defense firearm, its grip feels natural and secure even if their hands are considerably petite. It also has superior texturing compared to its rivals. Once you hold this pistol, you'll immediately notice how grippy it is. It offers enough traction without excessive aggressiveness. Keep in mind that this is a PDP pistol, so all the key features of the original PDP are found here. For example, it has deep and wide serrations on its slide for easier racking. It also features a low-bore axis, so muzzle flips should be the last thing you need to worry about. Plus, it encourages a high grip, which guarantees that it's easy to shoot this gun accurately. Heckler Koch VP9. The VP9 is another big gun that still works well for shooters with small hands, due to its straightforward ergonomics and customizable grips. One of the stark features of the VP9 is its modular grip system. Its side panels and back straps, similar to other guns on this list, are all interchangeable. Even if your hands are narrow or petite, the VP9 will always maintain a secure and comfortable grip. Of course, if these two qualities are present in a gun, that means that such a gun handles really well. And for most of my experience using this gun, that has been the case. It's also surprising that Heckler Koch has managed to shorten the trigger reach of the VP9. So, once you hold the gun, it will be easy for your finger to reach and stay on its trigger. There's no need for you to adjust your grip at all, especially if you have fitted it with the most suitable backstrap for your hand profile. Chambered in 9mm, the VP9 has a comparable size to the Glock 19. So if you are comfortable with a G19, you'll also find the VP9 a good fit for you. It has a similar capacity of 15+1 rounds as well, which signifies that it has adequate firepower to make it a practical choice for a defense pistol. The sights installed on its slide are very easy to pick up, and I'd be lying if I said that I am not impressed by it. Both the rear and front sights are dovetailed, and as per my runs with this pistol, I can say that they are way better than any Glock can offer, even if we are taking the Gen 5 guns into the picture. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Just press all the buttons. Those little clicks are free, but they help the channel a lot. Stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, it's not just about the shot, it's about mastering the craft. Until next time, lock and load. Lock and load.